Hey, good morning, everyone. I apologize for that. I was on mute. Today is Monday, and we are now on episode 7 of Cup Coffee Republic Brewing Live. This is a 30-day exploration journey where we intend to fill your cup with great stuff. And good morning. Yes, I am not Master Coach A. I am Coach Shaun. If this is the first time you are joining me, I encourage you to check last week's video of Master Coach A as she shares a handful of contents that will help you create an impact, income, and influence in your life. Brewing Live, filling your cup with digital Filling your digital cup with great stuff is brought to you by Cup Coffee Republic, the home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines and soon to be global, and in partnership with Coach A Coaching Club, in which we create massive impact by turning your talents into income and influencing the people in your chosen domain and territory to the platform of life coaching. And this is our service to the community to fill your digital cup, and if it's our fourth month already, and it's a great and wonderful journey for us to learn how to be an entrepreneur, how to learn marketing skills, and also learn the foundation of life coaching. If you are interested to join, we are now coming in at batch 2. If you're interested to join the Coach A Coaching Club, you can contact Coach Rizal at 0917-586-1661 for you to learn more. We still have today for you to enroll, so if you're interested to learn more about it, then go through that. Okay, so let's start. So welcome to Jumpstart with Leadability. And this is my talk for today. And for everyone who's watching there, do share this video so other people can be blessed. I would love to hear from you as well. Share your comments. And also like this page, like the Cup Coffee Republic, follow it for you to be able to get updates for the remaining days of September and learn more about what the other life coaches and non-coaches that are part of the coaching club can share to you. So let's be intentional today. Hashtag pack my bag moments are the things that you may learn. If there is one thing that you will take away from this conversation, this live coaching session, just one thing that you can you relate to, you can connect to, you've learned, you've realized, post that in your page and your personal page and just put in hashtag pack my bag moments. Think about when you are in a meeting, when you are in a conference, and you are done. You know, you've learned you've learned something, and you said, no, that's it, I'm done, I'm done for the day. But obviously don't go yet. There's still a lot of learnings gonna be happening, but that's it. You can go home. You know, you sulit na yung bayad ko, okay na. And that's the thing that I've learned so far. Then put that in your page, and put in the hashtag pack my bag moments. So let me introduce myself first. I am Coach Shaun. I'm a professional certified life coach certified by the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneur that's based in Texas, USA. I help people create stability in their life, in their personal and professional life. If there are areas of your life that you want to have stability, where you are able to enjoy both ends of the spectrum, then that's the thing that I help. I also help people with clarity on finding their purpose, finding their meaning, finding fulfillment on what they do in life, and also support you with consistency on in your career, maybe in your relationship, maybe in other areas of your life that you have. And last one is creating influence to the community that you serve. I am a self leadership coach, and a self leadership coach, I help people be intentional about the way they think, the way they feel, and the way they act. I've worked in corporate for the past 14 years, and last year I decided to quit corporate and jump into life coaching as an entrepreneur. And before I left the corporate world, I was a director there and earning six digit, but I found my calling and I found my purpose, and it's a beautiful journey for me transitioning towards that. Um, I accept. I've been married for 17 years, and I'm blessed with also a life coach, which is Coach Tin, and I have two kids who are age 18 and 14 years old. So that's also what we do as certified life coach. As couple coaches, we also help couples. So let's start. Do you guys know what Farm Bill is? Have you heard of what Farm Bill is? If you know about Farm Bill, put a comment there. Share your share your notes. What is Farm Bill, and how? What is one thing that you can remember about Farm Bill? Put that in the comments below. Now, Farm Bill is a agricultural simulation social network game which was developed and published by Senga in 2009. And its gameplay involves various aspects of farmland management such as, plowing the land, planting, growing, and harvesting crops, and harvesting trees and raising livestock. So you really are in a space where you're really having a farm and toiling the farm, taking care of the farm, making it grow, and so on. And this was back in 2009. I remember the time when this was out. We are in the workplace, and a lot of people were just inviting their coworkers for them to work on and play Farm Bill. And it's just a beautiful experience so far. And when you start with Farm Bill, the player begins with an empty farm, like what you're seeing in the image right now, and a fixed starting number of farm coins. And the primary currency of the game is farm coins. So players would need to earn experience points, or we call that XP, in performing actions in the game, such as, plowing the land or buying items. If you notice in the game, if you are aware of this game, of most of the time is what you do is click the mouse. You just continue to click the mouse and click, 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 click until such time that you earn experience or you earn the farm coins, because using the farm coins would be able to for you to purchase any other products that you need to plant, or things that you need to put in there like trees and so on and so forth. So at certain experience points in benchmarks, the player would need have raise their experience and also their level. So it continues to level up. You level up continuously, and you have that capacity to get more items and contents in there. As the player obtains more items and progress through levels, crops and animals become available. So dati wala pang mga animals. When you level up, yan nagko-continue yan. You get more of those availability, and eventually it becomes available in the market when you can buy all of these things, and can be purchased either by the coins that you're receiving, or you can buy mismo from your money. And you can earn farm cash as you're leveling up and completing offers and purchase, sabi ko nga, when you have real money. Then eventually, once you progress, you'll have a farm that looks like this, looks very big. There's a lot of things happening there, and a lot of things that you would see that you can customize. You have the freedom to customize it. You have the freedom to how you're going to structure it, how it's going to looks like, the things that you want to put in there. It can be like this. It can be a different setting. And the way it is structured is, if you think about it, mostly comes on how we see the game. And you may ask, why do we enjoy these things? Why do we enjoy the game during that time? I remember a time when I was not playing it. Just my friends are the one that's playing it. I didn't see that there was a need for me to play it, but I realized that eventually in time the other people started playing with it. I started to, okay, let's go, let's play with it. Then I got hooked with it because of what was happening and what was going on. Then I would connect this with the intention of, why do we like playing Farmville? Why is it so appealing for us, and why is it that we're motivated towards playing the game, even though the way that you see it, it's not that good in graphics perspective. The playability is so boring because you'd always need to have a recording thing that you do. You click, you wait for it, you wait for the time for the weeds to grow, and you cannot just leave it alone because it will die. You would need to maintain it, and these are the things that would happen every time, every day, and this is the same thing. And what motivates us to continue in playing this game? What influences us and pushes us forward for us to play this game? And let me share to you the motivational theories by Maslow hierarchy of needs. The Maslow hierarchy of needs are what Maslow has put in, that what we need for us to be motivated to do something. And it has 5 layers. The first 2 layers are the psychosocial needs and the safety needs, which is our basic needs. You know, the need for safety, the need for security, the need for us to survive, like food, warm, and the need for us to be rested. The third and fourth layer is the self-esteem needs and the belonging needs, which supports our psychological needs, which is our need for prestige, you know, the feelings of accomplishment. You know, you get to accomplish things in your life, our intimate relationship, having friends there, having friends that's working with you, joining with you, and just being with you, and enjoying the time, and the time and the attention that you have there. Sorry, I just needed to move my screen. And lastly, the self actualization needs is where you want to achieve your full potential, your self fulfillment needs. And these are the things that we would want, that we would use, you know, our creativity, the gifts that we have, the talents that we have, that we would use for us to live a life full of meaning and fulfillment. And what I would do is, you know, have a parallel and see how Farmville is also influencing the motivational theories of Maslow, and how is it influencing us for us to play the game as well. Even though it's not that the graphics is not that good, it's a you need to do things over and over again. Let me introduce to you first Dan Pink's intrinsic motivation. If you know Dan Pink has created a book called Drive. It's how people will be influenced on their intrinsic motivation. And it talks about 3 types of intrinsic motivation, which drives us, which moves us forward to do the things that we do. And these are autonomy, this is mastery, and this is purpose. And the interjecting there, what you see in the middle, it's what we called engagement. And engagement, it means for us to really be engaged with the things that we do, and the things that we, you know, the things that we work on, the things that we invest on, the time that we put our mind in, the time that we put our all our efforts in. And that's where damping's intrinsic motivation is. And to put things in perspective of how Farm Bill and the motivational theories of Maslow and damping's intrinsic, I'll show to you what the difference, how is it connected. Now, the safety needs and the physiological needs, or the basic needs, is the safety and for us being safe and having food at home, which is when you play at home or when you play in internet cafes before, you are safe there because you have food, you have shelter, you have electricity, and everything is doing well. The belongingness, the part of the Farm Bill game, talks about a sense of community. Now, if you are playing Farm Bill, if you guys have played with Farm Bill, there's a sense of community there because you're going to be encouraged to find new people that would you'd be your neighbor. There are 4 corners of that, and you would need to get neighbor for you to continuously progress in the game. The self-esteem needs falls beyond status, achievements, rank, and reputation. If you think about that, right? Status is where when you level up, you'll have different levels. You get more space on how you're gonna plant in their things. Achievements, if you have this certain achievements that you have, you'll get new. You'll get to buy some animals, other plants that you have, or maybe trees that you have that you can't buy on a lower level. And the ranks that you have, and the reputation. You know, the reputation means that you're able to have this bigger lot, and you're able to have a much better view, or the products or the things that you can put in there. The autonomy and mastery and a self-actualization need or self-fulfillment falls beyond the points and progression levels. Now, we talk about autonomy and mastery. Autonomy means that you're autonomous in what you do. You know that when you do it, you are empowered to do the things that you want to do at a certain time. No other people could tell you what time you want to do it, what time do you want to be online. And that's where Farm Bill also gives you that, because you are free to do or play the game whenever you want or however you want it. And that's the thing that you can do in Farm Bill. And the same goes with self actualization. In Mastery is, as you progress in time, you will get to know the game more. You will get to know how the game is, how it looks like, what are the things that you need to work on, what are the things that you need to do, and for you to be have a mastery in it. But mastery doesn't mean that you're gonna have be in a perfect state. No, you're just gonna continue to learn the game, level up the game until such time that you are in there to continuously and be fulfilled in that. And lastly, in the purpose, we're talking about the quest, discovery, and epic meaning. And quest and discovery means that you are doing something because you would need to have that space where you're able to increase the size of your farm. You get to increase the size of your location. You get to add more friends, because the more that you level up, the more that you can add new friends on each of the corner. You would have that socialization. There's also a part in Farm Bill where you can send gifts to other people, and that gives you, a handful of connection and meaning and interaction to the game because of that connection. And eventually, once you get the gift, you also get the gift from other people. Now, why is Farm Bill? What do we get out of Farm Bill, and why is it so encouraging, and why is it so motivating for us to continue to play the game? I remembered, I think I played that game for 6 months, and eventually, when people stop playing it, there's just no people are playing it. But when you have some other people who's playing with you, just being there with you, and you'll have this interaction and communication, and really identifying where they're at, what are the things that they have, you would be motivated to pursue that. And these are the 5 things that we get out of Farm Bill, and why is it that we get hooked in Farm Bill. The first one is competition, igniting the fire in competition, because you would still have that this drive with competition on how you can be ahead of your friends or ahead of other people, and how you're gonna work that, and that's gonna keep you motivated and doing the daily recurring work that you need for you to continuously just keep on clicking and clicking. The second one is tangible achievement. Tangible achievement in which some learners need to have that satisfaction of the job well done. Because when you see the outcome, when you see how it looks like and how the farm looks like, it's gonna be a great feeling for you. And also when you receive awards and badges for completing different activities or different missions that you have. The third is group sharing and collaboration. What I shared a while ago, that you can collaborate with other people. People can take care of your farm as well. They can give you gifts. You can give gifts well. And you have that feeling that you don't want to give up, because there is engagement that's happening within the game. And get a sense of belongingness of that feeling when people are simply creating a way of you interconnecting and you connecting with people. The fourth one is test of skills and knowledge. This is called a litmus test, because in social gaming, ultimately you would be learning how the game works. Like in all other games that you do and you play, you would learn how the game works, the strategies that you would need to do, what you need to do for you to be level up, what are the things that you need to be mindful of, and eventually you would get to interact with other people to understand what are the things that they're doing as well, so you can learn from them. And lastly, the feedback looping is in social gaming, it's always going to be a mindset where you will need to lead and you would need to manage the game. You would need to lead means you need to be strategic of what you need to do. You need to be able to look at the future of what the game would look like, what your character would look like, what the place would look like. And management means that you're going to continuously ensure that you are productive, and your market is also productive. And these are the 5 things that we get in Farm Bill. But and if you take a look at the 5, how is that currently connected to us as individuals. Think about your life right now. Think about the things that you do at home. Think about the things that you do in the workplace, especially right now with people working at home. There's no more space between what work and life is, because you get to interwove. The two are interwoven because of the working space that you have. You get your family there, you have your boss calling you, you have your work that you need to do, and you have your family members being there and seeing you and talking to you up front. And these five things, if you take a look at it, is intertwined to what our life is as well. Because in the workplace, we also have competition in the workplace. In the workplace, we also like to have tangible achievements where we're able to get, people would give us awards for certain achievements that we have, for the things that we do. We give us a pat on the back, or they treat us in Starbucks before. Those are the things that we receive in the workplace. And the same goes with group sharing and collaboration. If you are in a team, that is something that's happening as well, where everyone is interacting, everyone is being in a space where people are connecting, they're helping each other, they're working on each other. And the test of skills and knowledge is where you get to interact, and you get to, be in trainings and classes for you to hone your skills. And the feedback looping is where you would consistently have the feedback of where you're at and where you want to go. Now, the biggest challenge that other people are experiencing, like now, if you know anyone, is really understanding. Now, we know that we can do the things that we do. We are gifted, we have the gifts, we have the skills, and the skills at the end of the day that can be honed. But really, the challenge is coming from a space where, why do we do what we do? Like, when you wake up every morning, why do you do what you do? Are you, for most of us, like me specifically, before, when I was working, when before I got certified as a life coach, I worked because I needed to give support to my family. I needed to do that because I needed to buy a house for them, have a car, be able to travel, be able to buy a farm like this farm bill, have a same one. And those are the things that I do in the wake up in the morning. When I got certified as a life coach 2 years ago, that blew my mind and opened up, and really understanding that I was looking for something. I was looking for me to do something much bigger than myself, and that was missing in my lifetime. And I began to journey on that, and that's the reason why I'm sharing this to you, because at the end of the day, even if we're able to able, we have this feeling in our hearts that there is something missing in our life, and at times it's difficult to explain. It's difficult to share to other people, because sometimes people would ask you, why would you be sad about it? Why would you be looking for something else? You have a house already, your career is doing great, your salary is 6 digits, your family is doing great, your family is doing well, you're able to travel, you're able to have this car, and so on and so forth. But there's a certain feeling in the heart that you can't really explain what is missing. It's like a void in your heart that you're trying to look for that. And that was something that I needed to search. And even if I enjoyed Farm Bill because of the interaction and connecting that with the workplace that we are doing, there's still something missing. And only to realize that what was missing was really the purpose of what I do in the morning, and really have a deeper connection of what it is that I'm lacking, what is it that I'm missing, and what is it that I'm looking for. And eventually, as I journeyed on in my profession as a life coach, I've realized that there are three things that we are looking for to motivate us intrinsically. Most of the motivation that we experience in the workplace are extrinsic. What you see in this page right now is mostly extrinsic. Eventually, the game, you get used to it. You'll complete all of the necessary achievements and so on. Then you'll move forward. But in real life, intrinsic motivation is very important for you to be able to progress and move forward with life and really living the life that you want to live. And if you are in a situation right now where you are in a space where you wanted to know what really, how to fill that void in the heart, and how to fill that space that you have been looking for a long time, maybe just recently, maybe years already. If you are looking for that, and that's something that you are exploring now, I would like to introduce to you mastering lead ability. And this is a masterclass on harnessing the power of self leadership. And the way that the master class goes is really focused on the three things that you need to learn on how to live life. Focus on autonomy, the desire to direct our own lives, because we know in our hearts that we want something that we would be proud of, and we would be something that gives us meaning and fulfillment. The second one is having a mastery, the urge to make progress and get better at something that matters for us, really in our hearts, not just because some people wanted it for us, because society expected us to be like this. And that's where really mastery comes from, is mastery of what you want to do in life, what you're good at, what your gifts are, what's your skill, and what's your gift. That's where mastery comes in. And lastly, it's the purpose of why we do what we do, the yearning to do what we do in the service of something much larger than ourselves. um, I always ask myself, when I had a dream, what's next? Like, if I achieve all of the things that I wanted in life, what is next for me? And that really took me some time to think about on what I needed to do. And the way that the life coaching profession has helped me, gave me the clarity and the focus of what I needed to do and the direction that I wanted to go, which is my true north. And that's where life coaching really comes in, to give you that focus and clarity of where you want to go, what you want to do, and why you're doing it. Because at the end of the day, we need life to be intentional. And intentionality means that we know why we're going there, and we know why we need to do it. Because that is the part of being, or having a beautiful life, which is being intentional and being you, being showing your heart, and really expressing it in ways that you would be able to influence other people. So if you are in a situation right now, if you need help, if you need support, let's work together. I would love to work from you. You can email me at shaundihaya@gmail.com, or you may call me or contact me at 0917-569-4200. Or you can visit my page, is Shaun Chong Dihoya. It's my personal page. And Coach Shaun Dihoya is my FB page. And also I have a coaching community which helps you learn and be educated of what self leadership is and how you can lead thyself, because at the end of the day, you don't have control over the environment or even other people, but you always have control over the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you respond. So that's it for me. Thank you very much for joining. I hope we would see you again tomorrow for the next episode of Brewing Live, filling your digital cup with great stuff. So tune in to Decap Coffee Public for further updates, and see you again in the next 30 in the remaining 30 days of September. Bye.